Billy bala bula bala, Billy bala bula bala.
Hey, my name is Jason, that's Dunstan, and that's Trinette. And we're here to talk to you about hygiene.
We went to different places around Beijing to observe how people were living and investigate our driving question. How can we, as social scientists, raise awareness by creating a short film so that the audience can understand how Beijing residents' different social classes affect their living conditions and hygiene?
But first, we need to know why hygiene is important, and why should you care? Let's find out.
What is hygiene? The dictionary definition of hygiene is conditions or practices conducive to maintaining health and preventing disease. We interviewed the school nurse, Kirsty Tullis, forgive me if I said that wrong, in order to find a better answer.
Yes, if you think about food hygiene, that's also very important, because if you eat something which is like prepared in that way that you get sick, that will definitely influence your health, your personal health. So hygiene is not only just the personal health, to keep your shower enough often, keep your teeth clean, and avoid to have like problems with the teeth or whatever kind of like. So hygiene is a very multi-dimensional thing. So I think that anything what keeps you healthy, that's good hygiene. That's good routines when you cook, good routines when you clean your house or the environment where you are. That's a good hygiene, your body hygiene. And that's also, if you overdo it, that can also be harmful for your health. So there has to be a balance.
So what happens if you don't have good hygiene? Well, if you don't have clean water, you could have cholera, hepatitis, typhoid fever, or guinea worm disease. If you don't keep clean by showering or washing your hands, you could be subjected to lice, scabies, cell-transmitted Hamton. I can't say that word, so I'm going to post it right down there. Or ringworms. If you are unsafe about your water, you could be subjected to insect-borne diseases such as malaria, yellow fever, or another big word that I can't pronounce. These all sound very, very bad. However, this is only a small spectrum of the bad things that can happen, since these are all things that involve personal hygiene. And as our nurse said, there are many other aspects. Some instances of having poor personal hygiene include not cleaning the toilet, not washing your body, not washing your hands, not brushing your teeth, not washing your clothes, not taking out the trash, etc. We will talk about good personal hygiene later, but taking everything we just said and actually doing them is probably a good thing to do.
So that's all great and disturbing and whatnot, and I'm sure you all know how to have good hygiene. And if you're not doing these things to have good hygiene, do them. But now, do you know what it's like outside of our community? Let's find out.
Together we traveled around Beijing in order to see how these conditions are kept and people's thoughts behind.
So first off, we have Dionne and his mother, who are residents in Beijing, and they're going to explain to us their points of views and how they view their community. There are also some pretty big stores and shops and supermarkets around here, such as Huatong and Hualien. So we can hang out there and as well as buy stuff, but there aren't a lot of places to play and have fun around. So that's a con, I guess. And the environment, well, it's all the same in Beijing. There's a lot of smog, and there are a lot of greens around here, more than the city. So that's pretty cool.
Living here isn't bad at all, and it's getting better and better. 10 years ago, it wasn't that good. Now it's way better than before. It's really convenient. Wangjing, currently I feel that it's pretty convenient. And it has all kinds of facilities, supermarkets, movie theaters, as well as schools and hospitals. Those are the positives. And it's also very modern. Makes me feel like this neighborhood is pretty new. But the negatives, let me think. One would be the massive population. There are people everywhere. Makes it seem messy. and the management isn't that good because there are often traffic jams. People also park everywhere, anywhere they want. To me, this makes the neighborhood seem flawed. Another negative would be, because we used to live at Wangfujing, there was a lot of Chinese cultural characteristics. And comparing to Wanjing,
We visited middle-class apartment complexes and see how the residents lived. We interviewed Xiaolifu and his father, who lived in an apartment in Wangjing. Boom!
Living here now is pretty good. It's comfortable. Mainly because it's convenient to travel. The environment downstairs is okay.
What are some pros and cons?
One would be that it's close to work, right? And the environment is okay. It's convenient to travel, it's easy to adapt. Speaking from a general perspective, would be the environment of Beijing. There's nothing too bad about this neighborhood. It's relatively clean. If you took a walk in the neighborhood below, you would see it's pretty clean.
Just like there's a lot of green stuff.
Hygiene. Well, the general environment is very important, but you don't have a choice since I work in Beijing and I can't really change it. If you let me choose, I would probably go to the south where it's cleaner and better. And for personal hygiene, exercising regularly and keeping a good diet and a habit is pretty important. Everyone's comfort level is different. We have 2 major cleanups per week and we hire people to help us. But usually if it looks good, it's okay. But I think that personal hygiene is more important. Like the things you eat, right? And the air you breathe. Those things are more important to me. In the house, well, the big environment affects us. So we can't really open the windows and get fresh air. If we open the windows for 10 minutes, the sand and dust will just fill the house.
What do you think about the environmental workers in this neighborhood?
They're okay, I guess. They wipe the windows of the buildings regularly, like once or twice a year. And they keep the community clean and they take out the trash every day. They also clean the streets around the neighborhood. So they are overall okay. They would rank pretty high in Wangjing.
Shut up! Catherine, what do you want? We went around the Hutong looking for people to interview, but instead we decided to go to experts.
Experts. How long have you lived here? How do you feel about living here? What do you think are the positives and negatives of living here?
老师很好。
Now, how about the negatives?
坏处就是饭很难吃。你只要而是这个
但是
学校，
这环境，
What are we
这
guarding
这
the
地方的
environment?
环境有什么好处坏处？
环境是有雾霾，老有雾
So
霾。
what about the positives?
好处是，让我想想啊。好处是交通方便，不像我们老家。
那你们
Where
老
was
家
your
是
old
哪？
home?
我们老家河南的。
不要。那你
Why'd
为什
you
么
move
要搬到这儿吗？是因为
Was it because of your
爸爸
parents'
妈妈工
jobs
作，还
or
是就
just
是
live here?
想去来这儿授课？
不知道。
知道。那你们
How
大概
do
多
you
久刷
guys
牙？
brush your teeth?
多就是一
Three times a day?
每天几次刷牙？
2次。
每天2次。
How
一天大
many
概洗
times
多
do you
少
wash
次
your hands?
大概3次。
多什么时
When
候
do you
洗？
wash your hands?
早晨、晚上。早晨、中午、晚上。中午大概有时候洗，有时候快到下午的时候洗。反正手什么时候脏什么时候洗。
谢谢。
As you can see from these interviews, the hygiene of Wangjing is well kept and fairly clean. This is because of the help of many community workers and volunteers. In the Hutongs,
The personal hygiene is also well kept. However, they do lack in certain aspects.
For example, when washing their hands, they only run the water for a couple of seconds, and they don't use soap. In terms of waste disposal and keeping the bathrooms clean, they don't do so well.
In terms of food hygiene, they usually leave their food out on the street. It's not so bad when it's just vegetables and fruit, but meat contains bacteria that can be harmful to the body, such as E. coli, salmonella, and listeria. China has been known for its various food scandals, ranging from gutter oil to bathing sprouts and baby milk. It's very important that we get our food from trustworthy sources and wash thoroughly before cooking.
So, how can we as individuals maintain our hygiene?
To maintain our hygiene, we should first make sure we have clean water, which can be attained by boiling water or using purification tablets. We should also remember to wash our hands on surfaces such as the kitchen table or bathroom counter. Also, if you have a pet, don't forget to bathe them regularly. Master fish.
Hi, Barbie. Hi, kid. Want to go for a ride? Sure. Hop on in. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair and dress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. I'm a Barbie girl.